La Fortuna means the fortune in Spanish and was named given for the fertile land where it's located. It's a small, cute town of 16,000 and known as gateway to Arenal Volcano National Park. The entire town is only a few blocks wide, so everything is within walking distance. Once again, I'd like to thank my sponsor Hotel Las Colinas and this generous owner for providing me with accommodations and lots of great advice. They offer amazing air-conditioned rooms for both couples and families, along with an in-house bar, great breakfast, and the best of all, just a minute walk from the town center. The La Fortuna Park is a town center and where the local meet and hang out, or sleep. During the day, it's dominated by the St. John Bosco Church in the background, with a breathtaking view of the Arenal Volcano. But I got no time to waste, there's so much to see. The downside, all the attractions are spread apart. So unless you have teleportation abilities, the taxi is pretty much your main option, and it's pretty expensive. However, let's think outside the box. Scooter rentals are available for $20 to $30 a day. And of course, hitchhiking if you are adventurous. By the way, bring your sunscreen and bathing suits. First, we'll visit a little known private eco-reserve, Ecocentro Danaus. It's about 45 minutes walk or 10 minutes and $5 by taxi. This is the first off-beaten path attraction I'm going to introduce to you here in Costa Rica. This is actually a reserve located in La Fortuna. It has birds and it has butterflies and various species, and it's actually started 20 years ago by locals. So it's still owned by the locals, so all the money you spend here stays locally. Apparently there's actually a really nice lake along the way. The whole trail is actually 700 meters long, not big. You can do quite a bit with little time here. So let's go and check it out. Through the trails, you can observe in their natural habitat a wide variety of plants and wildlife, along with a natural water spring to observe aquatic birds. And if you like butterflies, you are in for a treat. Voila! So we're finally surrounded by butterflies. And I'm sure you guys would like to take a closer look. Thanks to my zoom lens, by the way. So let's get all the juicy details. Reproduction of native tree species is one of the main objectives, as well as conservation and rescue of indigenous culture Malay-ku, who exhibit their craft, provide information to visitors about their culture, and perform ceremonies within the ecological reserve. There's also a gallery inside the reserve where you can pick up some local souvenirs. These are all painstakingly painted and done. Guys, it's really humid and hot here, but at least you're under the shade, which is really nice, or else I'd probably end up dying. To stay cool, I think I got a nice place in mind. It's about 15 minutes away by taxi or 2-hour walk, so don't try. Alright boys and girls, welcome to La Fortuna Waterfalls. To get a big splash, you need to get down there. It's about 10 minutes hike. Don't forget to bring your bathing suit. With that being said, let's go and get wet. The hike down to the waterfall is short and arduous, along with a staircase carved into the hillside. We are almost there, so keep walking, come on. The waterfall drops about 75 meters and located at the base of the dormant Catarata volcano about 5.5 kilometers outside of town of La Fortuna, near the Arenal Volcano. It's fed by the Arenal River, which travels through the rainforest in the Arenal mountain range until it plunges over the cliff, forming this waterfall. Alright, I think it's my time to go for a dip. Let's do it. Time to show off my non-existent six-packs. Alright, so after getting out, the waterfall actually is amazing. The water actually tastes like spring water, the bottled water you get, literally. So this is definitely a must-see. However, there is one safety precaution I must warn you. The rocks are extremely slippery, and another thing is there's a lot of algae which make it even worse. So make sure you look ahead, try to walk on the one that's flat. Oh yeah, it's also a great place for babe watching, seriously. Okay, just joking. But in case you are not ready to get wet or meet the beautiful women, I got you covered. So for those of you who are too scared or too chicken to get in, but still wants a nice shot, Come right here. This is a lookout pavilion. This is why I ended my day by hitchhiking back to hotel. But I am not done yet. I am hungry and needed to look for some cheap eats. At nighttime, there's really nothing to do here, and except for there's foreign cater pubs, foreign tourist price restaurants, and so on. Honestly, I can't tell you where to eat inexpensively because I can't find it myself. Unless you want to go eat like, I don't know, 4 kilograms of mangoes at a supermarket. But let's go and take a look. With a comedic twist, I actually found bananas. They're only 40 colonias each, so 2 for 80 colonias for 25 cents. Don't count on the Chinese food, even that ain't cheap. But I'm not gonna give up, and my persistence paid off by going off the main road. I think I found the best option in town in terms of budget-wise. It looks pretty good on paper. I ordered. Let me show you. So this place is called Rincon Chino, and this is what I got. So as you can see, it's about $3 US, and it comes with a salad and soft tortilla. Here, okay. Once again, the moment of truth. Why save all those airline forks and knives? I should have brought it with me. It's technical difficulty. It's actually not bad. It's actually chicken breast. If you ask me if it's worth $3, I'd say yeah. In Costa Rica, you need at least $20 a day for food unless you want to lose weight, seriously. But once again, thanks to Las Colinas, I got fed really well for breakfast and ready to conquer Arenal Volcano. By the way, don't forget to tip the hard-working staff. To get to the volcano, by taxi is like $25. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think that's my bus. The cheaper way is by bus, right here. Hello, how are you? I didn't finish my sentence, but to get to the park is like $25 US. But what you can do, the alternative is you take the bus there and then you take the taxi back. Or you can do exactly what I did yesterday, which is hitch a ride with someone on the way back. But not only the taxi and the food are expensive, the national park admission costs $15. Get ready for a 4 kilometers long hike up to the scenic point. So make sure you have proper hiking shoes. The ticket collector said it takes about 2 to 3 hours. I don't think it's going to take that long for me because I think I'm a pretty big guy and I already feel up with breakfast already. So with that being said, let's get going. I'm still hiking. It's about 35 minutes into the hike and be not too much longer, maybe another half an hour or so. It's 2 kilometers. So once you get here, you get 2 choices. You want to visit the old lava field, or you want to get some nature and see old trees and different type of vegetation. So they said it's about 2 to 3 hours to get up here. Nah, I got here in less than 45 minutes, so don't be scared. And once you get up here, that's the reward. You get a magnificent view from the volcano. Arenal Volcano is active, measuring at least 1,633 meters, and is considered a young volcano, and is estimated to be less than 7,500 years old. This area is an important watershed for Arenal Lake Reservoir. The reservoir's water is used for hydroelectric power connected to the national system. As you walk, you're able to see how forests recover from prior eruptions. Although much of this is secondary growth, as most plants and trees are destroyed. Miraculously, some things manage to survive. I've noted 4 large feed trees and a giant ceiba tree. Don't be surprised if you end up making new friends, including white-faced chaplain monkeys, green basking lizards, bats, and a variety of insects. Your visitor park is not over even when you reach the entrance. About 1.5 kilometers away is La Peninsula sector of Arenal Volcano National Park. Oh yeah, I'm going to lose some more weight. And a car just passed by and says 300 meters more, but I felt like I just walked 10 kilometers. Alright, it's here. Alright, after 45 minutes hike up here, we reach to the new area of the park which they just opened. And as you can see, there's so many parking spots, only one car. So nobody knows about. So this is really off the beaten path. It's also including a $15 admission, so make sure it counts. And anyways, it's 1.2 kilometers that way, and the lady at the ticket office said it's gonna be amazing. Although the trail is paved, it's narrow and feel immersed into the jungle and has few handicap accessible trails. About halfway through, you'll come to a lofty viewing tower. A climb up to a few steps of metal stairs to the top will earn you a nice view of the lake and the Arenal Volcano. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the trail, and thank goodness because my feet are killing me. And take a look at this. Yay, whoa. So, welcome to Nicaragua. I think so, excuse my pronunciation. I think this is it. So voila, end of the trail. It's really nice here. You can see the volcanoes in the background and Nicaragua. Excuse my pronunciation. But let's give you a 360 view. Here we go. However, it's time to head back to town somehow.